everyone, today I have a tutorial to share how I make my little notebook that I've been using for my sermon notes. So I made this leather cover for my Bible because it was, the outside of it was starting to fall apart. And a while ago I made this pen holder using one of these binder clips. So it just, you have the binder clip with some of this elastic ribbon tied on there, and then it clips on. There's a little knot, pretty easy. And then my leather, I had a scrap of leather, and I put the Bible in here, and then I have, it's like traveler's notebook style, so I have a little folder here, and then I have a spot for my notebook. So this is my, where I've been taking notes, and it's almost completed. I just have a little bit more space left. So I need to make another one, a new one. And I like the laminated cover because then it doesn't get damaged, bent, and all that. So I have started this so that it can go more smoothly. The dimensions of my little notebook were 5.5 inches by 3.5 wide, or if you're talking about the whole sheet, it's 7 inches folded in half. So I've cut this paper down and I've laminated it, and I'm also using a template. I like to use a template because then I can do this laminated part separately. I folded that, and then, did I do all the holes? So I punched the holes. I don't remember if I did all of them, so I'm just gonna go do them again with this paper piercer. And what I like to use for my pad that I'm not punching into my desk is this old phone book, and it's a small one, so it's perfect. So I don't know if you can see the holes there. I can't, because of the glare of my lights, I can't even see my camera, but that's done. And then I have about 15 sheets of paper that are roughly 5.5 inches high by 7 inches wide, folded in half here. And then I trimmed off a little bit of excess overhang, but I'm also probably going to do a similar treatment on the edges. I loved these various tabs that I did, so I'm not too worried about it sticking out too much. So I have put them together and got them as close together as I can, snugly, and then I have these binder clips holding them in place. Then I'm gonna find the center with my template and pierce the holes. Pretty quick. They're not thick papers, they're light papers, so this goes through pretty easily. Now I have my holes. And now I can take this, you can use all kinds of string, cording, whatever, embossing thread, not embossing, embroidery thread, not embossing thread. I have this stuff, cording, bead landing, it's for beading, anyway. And then I have this little, what is this? Veluments tin. That's perfect size to hold my various needles instead of them laying around in my desk. So you're going to want a bigger needle for this type of project, like a tapestry needle. This is what I have, and I've already put this on here. And I'm doing the pamphlet stitch, and I like to leave a tail in the middle so that I can decorate the tail. So you're going to go through the center hole, and I'm leaving my papers all together just to make it easier. My needle came out. Go through the center hole, then you got to find the center hole of this, and I'm going to hold them together. It's kind of hard to get it through the double thickness. Now I'm going to take my thumb, and since I want to leave a tail, I'm going to hold on to that. And I also, to get the length, I did about 2.5 wrapped around twice, plus a little extra. So about 2.5 of the height of the book. I did not measure it. So I've got this through the cover here, and then I'm going to stick it through my papers. And you see how that got loose there? See, there's a little loop. You want to make sure you pull it tight every time, which it's hard to get through here. Once it's in a little more, like once you're in past these first few holes, it gets a little easier because it kind of holds itself together. So you see there, I'm pulling it snug. So then you want to go up to this hole. And oh look, it went right through both of them. See, that's what I meant when I said it gets easier. And it's still pretty tough there. It's hurting my arm. I don't know if you can see my little arm injury. No, you can't see my wrap. See? Yes, I've got a persistent injury. So then I'm going to go around the back side here and try not to hit the actual string because it can make it really hard to pull it through if you pierce your thread, because then you're pulling it through your thread as well. I think I did what I was telling you not to do, but it worked out all right this time, huh? All right, and then I don't really have to hold the tail as much because he's secure in there. So then you're going to go down to this hole and go through the center again. I'm trying to not go through my string, but I guess I'm doing it anyway. And this is tough to pull it through, but you can do it. So there, then from the outside, uh-oh, what's going on here? Okay, so see, I need to make sure it's tight. Uh-oh, see? Oh, well, I'm demonstrating what not to do. Can you see that? That is why I did not want to go through my own thread, but I did. Maybe because, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this, but I'm going to try. Well, this is just my tail, so I guess I'll have a little knot there at the end. Let me try not to do that again. Oh. So then you're going to go down to this next hole here. Really, and I can't see the middle hole, so I'm looking. I mean, I can't see the whole of the papers underneath. I'm in some trouble. And there, got it. Go through. Sometimes if you separate the pieces a little, you can see. Boy, are these heat lamps? I'm getting so hot. Okay, got that through. And then from the inside, you're going to go down this to the, which way's the bottom? This is the bottom one. So this is my top, this is my bottom. And pull it through nice and tight. And the last one on this side, you'll go through. So you go back up. Ow! Just got myself. Don't do that. Sorry. You didn't need to see that, did you? Did you see that? I poked myself. So this is, some of these needles are dull, but this one obviously is not. Boy, this is turning out to be a lot more exciting video than I was planning. Maybe I should just call it blooper. I don't want to bleed on my notebook. Okay, got that through. I'm going to tighten this real quick so you can see. And then I did 2.5, but that's more than enough because you can see I got extra. So then you're going to tie a knot here, and I'm hoping my knot hides this conveniently placed mistake. Oh look, it just ripped. Great. So I'm going to make sure it's nice and tight. So I had only hit my thread, I had only gone through just the outside of my thread and it just broke. So non-issue there. But that could really be a problem in other places. And I'm tying it nice and tight. And then, here we go. Let's see what we have here. We'll take off the book binders, binding clips, whatever these are called. You know what I mean, right? And have a look. See, I'm just gonna leave the tails long right now, but I'll snip off some excess because I don't know that I want them going too much farther. I may add, you know, a charm or paper. I don't know. That gives me the freedom. And if you want your tails on the outside, you would start on the outside center hole. And that way, and you'd leave the tail on the outside, if that makes sense. So, here we are. Have my, I'm going to make this into a little tuck spot. That's why I left that paper a little longer. And just do a quick flip through here. Another thing I'm going to do, which you may see these, are they in the frame? some corner rounders. You can see I rounded the corners of my cover. I'm gonna go ahead and round each of the corners on my pages, but I don't think you guys need to sit there and watch that, do you? And that's that side. So there we go. It's nice and thick. I think I'll do a video, hopefully, of my embellishment, like adding the little tuck spots and the fabric tabs, fabric and paper tabs. But this I'm gonna leave for now because, wow, it took me 10 minutes already. Okay, well, I hope you like seeing my process on that. And I'm sorry about poking myself on the video. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.